Alright, what's up YouTube? It's Frayed Hero here with Arugus and Fallen Winter, and I'm the one currently recording this time. So this is
Sup,
another 2 Trigger Pass.
Yeah, so
Patrick?
And today we're gonna talk about the cool new reviews, or sorry, not reviews,
reveals.
reveals, that's the word I'm looking for, of the upcoming year for Cardfight Vanguard. And we're just gonna be talking about, like, what, I mean, like, I guess what's in it and what to expect and what to hope for and all that good stuff.
And what's
All
your
they need to
rival?
know is that OTT doesn't exist as a clan anymore.
It's okay, everyone knows that already. It's fine.
Oh no, true.
But in the
Don't forget
background,
about
I'm
no
gonna be
grapplers.
opening packs, so don't mind me.
Jesus.
これでいいか
Alright, so yeah.
I guess,
Starting off, yeah, there's the things you already knew about, the whole Gear Chronicle and whatnot, so we're just gonna leave that out and kind of go on to the newer stuff.
October.
I guess we should probably mention for the people that don't know though, since, in September, Gear Chronicle is getting a clan booster 4 and a trial deck 9, so, woo.
Which
More
includes pretty
support,
much
woo.
Gear Chronicles trial deck at least is a Zodiac oriented one, I guess. So it has all of the like Zodiac type units. If I remember correctly, it has Chrono Fang,
And Chrono Jet.
and Chrono Jet. Yeah.
And it doesn't say they're reprints, so looks
So
like they're probably
either
getting new
maybe
skills.
units or something. So yeah, and of course reprints for next stage in the clan booster. Woo!
Woo. I'm sure
But,
someone out
yeah.
there is excited.
Me, because I saw the next stages for like 85, so you know.
Worth.
Yeah, I played that gamble and it paid off,
I mean, it made sense.
right? It only made sense that if Amnesty got it and Olivia got it,
Of course, next stage is clearly gonna get it.
you know,
So moving on. Speaking of clans that didn't exist but apparently now do compared to OTT. During October, besides getting the new season of the anime, which is continuing immediately afterward, which should be Vanguard G
Next.
We also get Sword Boys, so Token Rambu is getting a second set, including a trial deck.
I believed in Bushiroad. They weren't gonna drop them off the face of the earth.
No,
Yeah.
especially since they're getting an anime too.
Yeah, that's why it made the most sense
Yeah.
for them to get it.
So, I don't think they announced anything real specific or anything like that, but I mean,
So they're
obvious
probably
speculation.
getting their G guards and all
G
that good
Guardian,
stuff.
maybe a
Legion.
Legion. Yeah, I was thinking that, but you know, stuff like that definitely help them bump themselves a little more
To become a real clan.
current, I guess. Yeah, like, because honestly, their skills weren't that bad. They just were lacking enough of it to
You know,
be
they needed
super
more cards in
varied
general,
or
considering they had very
options.
small amount of cards.
But honestly, kind of looking forward to that because I did enjoy their playstyle, whether or not I enjoyed the
Same
art or
here.
the bamboo.
You just
But
pretend they're all girls. You know, like, just make it easy.
Nah, dude.
I wish I could do that, or I'd be more happy with Susanoo.
No, yes. It's okay. Gotta live that Bushiroad life. That's why we play
Apparently.
Paladin clans.
Right. Moving on though. Next you've got November with the BT09, which has a bunch of stuff that for the most part is surprising, while some things being a little less so. So it's got Shadow Paladin, Gear Chronicle, Angel Feather, Aqua Force, Narukami, Spike Brothers, and on top of this new set, it also has a new trial deck for Shadow Paladins called Dragon Heresy Ritual or something along the lines of that. It's a translation from someone, I'm assuming. Although that does seem right. So yeah, trial deck for Shadow Paladins and
Was that the one where
bunch of stuff.
someone said it was the human form of Orgeyser? Is that?
I don't actually remember seeing anything about that specifically, but it would make sense. I know Claret Sword or Geyser's lore thing mentioned like something about heresy or rituals or something like that. I think. I don't know, but overall, new Shadow Paladins. New Shadow Paladin support in the set itself. Angel Feathers are getting even more support. Don't know
Because
how I
they
feel
didn't.
about that.
Yeah, they didn't have enough support before. You know.
I totally agree. Because they're gonna hit Refros. I mean, they gotta replace Refros with something, right?
I
Or they can just never
guess.
even hit Refros to begin with,
we're
too.
talking about Japan here for now, anyway, since
Oh, okay,
the
yeah,
set is gonna drop for them first.
right. Okay, Japan, yeah,
But you know,
they need to replace Refros with something even more broken.
Sounds about right.
Aqua Force is
As
getting a bit of an upgrade, which I feel like they could use, but they didn't need it as much as some other clans.
Well,
But
yeah, and
yeah.
they did need it though.
yeah, definitely. And then there's Narcomies, which more than likely needs it.
Yeah, that was a little surprising to me.
I was expecting set 10 for Narukami, but 9, it's fine, except that set's making me die inside for the wallet,
Eradicator.
I believe. Dungaree support, let's go.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'd be pretty happy seeing that.
I just laugh really hard.
You know, the one guy that has like 16 dungarees that were being thrown at him when Dungaree came out.
Sounds like Evan.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
As everyone just went, oh, you want Dungaree, right? Yeah. Take it. I don't want. No one wants it.
I want it.
And then Spike Brothers or something.
Yeah, it's not important.
Whichever one was pretty. I don't know. I know a bunch of people were excited about it on Reddit, but
I mean, I can imagine.
yeah.
No, yeah, I mean, last time Spike Brothers was in an actual PT set was what 17 now?
I think it was 16 in English.
16 in
I swear it was
yeah, it
17.
was 16 in English.
Okay.
17
Either or.
in Japan, probably.
17, yeah, that sounds right, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it's either
But
or.
overall-
But it's been a while
Yeah,
since they've been in
since-
a BT support.
But they are one of the ones that more options would be great. As someone pointed out, they enjoy Soul and stuff like that. But what's it called? They didn't even get their draw trigger put into Soul +3 before Mega Colony did. Which
Which is a little sad.
kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then the Shadow Paladins. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Besides the obvious Claret Sword support, more than likely, if not like guaranteed, pretty much.
I mean, assuming
Ah.
that rumor or whatever, or I guess it could be true. I didn't actually look far into it, but the Aura guys are being the human form. That could be the new like keyword revolving unit.
Or a geyser.
Yep.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, considering there's the original Aura Geyser and then Doomed, so just keep going on with that. Yeah, that would make sense.
Huh.
Or they could just completely give us a new thing and I'll be like, alright, well, it's cool.
Yeah, either or. I mean,
Depending on where they go with that, I'd definitely be interested.
now what do you guys think is gonna be in the set the reprint? If they haven't announced that, right?
No, they have not.
Okay, yeah. What do you guys think it's gonna be?
The Voss, maybe?
Yeah, that's my guess too.
Wait, what were the clans? Spike Brothers?
Shadow Paladin, Angel Feather, Aqua Force, Narukami, Spike Brother, Your Chronicle. So yeah, that's
It's the most sensible in my opinion.
Yeah, like because the only other like
Shadow
Cards.
Paladins.
Yeah,
They
Shadow
could give us
Paladins-
a
yeah. Like
Doom.
what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Maybe an Aura Geyser
No,
is
it
probably
would be
the
Doom.
closest.
Yeah, or guys are Doom specific.
Yeah, like that's the only one I can think of.
And
That
I don't
would
think
make
anyone will be happy about that anywhere.
No, like that card is pretty cheap. Like they'd rather have a regular Orgeyser reprint than a Doom reprint.
yeah. Considering Aura Geyser regular is like 35 now.
Yeah, Angel Feather is not really that. They just got their set. I doubt they're reprinting their GR that quickly if they even needed it, honestly.
Yeah, their stuff is like still in print. at the
Yeah,
moment, so they're still
and
fine.
and Gear Chronicle already got their reprint. They don't really need another one because
Yeah,
both the
they don't have
DRs
their
got
soul one,
reprinted technically already.
so it has to be pretty much
So
Aquaforce then.
should be Thavas or
And
Lambros
well,
maybe
I
or
don't think
something.
they're
Nah,
reprinting
Lambros
for
is.
it at this
Yeah,
point.
I doubt it, but you know, either
Lambros.
way would be cool.
Yeah, I
But
mean, I
yeah,
I
imagine.
probably
recommend
Thavas.
the Voss, honestly.
Yeah, probably Commander Savas reprint, and then Lambros is probably gonna spike in price again. Since I actually just recently checked, and he's like 25 at the moment,
Yeah,
25 30.
it
So
fluctuates a lot.
yeah, so if you're looking into Aquaforce now, if the price hasn't like already jumped up from that price, now would probably be a good time to maybe start looking
At
into
least
Aquaforce.
pick up those and hope for the Voss reprint if there's gonna be one.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
if it's not, then they fucked up hard.
Yeah.
You thought
yeah,
the price
because
now was
I
bad.
can't think. Yeah.
You know, say hi to
Um,
like $100 Savas's.
I guess speaking of that, if anything, Shadow Paladins is not too much. You probably want to be hoarding right now. Maybe the Cleric Sword if you want to like pick those up if you were thinking of building it. I don't know. Angel Feathers are already pretty expensive, so quite
And at the same
frankly.
time, cheap if you went pure Rescue minus,
Oh
or
yeah,
pure G or whatever. And you already have this stuff, but yeah. Getting
but
into
yeah, it
Angel
really depends.
Feathers at this point is still really expensive.
Can you imagine saying that like a year or two ago? Just like, yeah, Angel Feathers top meta, like really good. Like,
To
yeah,
be
they're
fair,
expensive
Grand
too.
Blue too, you're like, you would never would have expected Grand Blue.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
I
Oh
true.
man, they're
remember
meta.
when they
You mean
were
they're
like
gonna crit sack?
garbage. I remember when people put them below Murakumo.
Oh my god, what a time.
Well, I mean that was pretty much when reverse Hayaki Vogue and everything like that was actually a thing, and he was actually pretty decent during his whole reverse era of things. Not amazing by any means, but you know he did stuff.
It was better
Although
than Grand Blue at the time.
they did enough work, honestly. But yeah, they only really picked up after their Legion unit came out.
And then
So
now
that
we're at
definitely
sitting at $25 Night Roses.
Yep.
Which, if not mistaken, yeah, Grand Blue with the Realmy Labyrinth set too, that
Yep.
we're gonna probably get to later on, but, Grand Blue probably Night Rose, that might be a good idea to start picking up.
Yeah, because more than likely Night Rose is gonna get her
Prices I
other
think
thing.
for Night Rose deck can only go higher from this point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Since I'm actually getting my 2 last Night Roses from one of my coworkers, so pretty happy about that.
Because honestly, there's that Pale Moons are Pale Moons. I mean, now would probably be a good time just because they also probably will be only going up from here because they're not super expensive right now, I think. Anyway.
Well, it's a little hard to say exactly at the moment of this recording because it's probably like nighttime for most of the world, or for the US at least, and the prices hasn't really changed enough, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Most people are sleeping at least the time of recording of this video.
Yeah, because I was looking at Nickies because I was like considering maybe getting a couple, since they're so cheap right now. They're like $3 at the moment, like $2-3. It's like ridiculously cheap as compared to what they were at the hype of Clan Booster 2, which is about like 5 to 7, give or take. And then same thing as Tidal Assault. He's currently 3, and he might be getting closer to the $10 mark that he was at before, assuming that they don't reprint or have him as a promo or something like that, because that's entirely possible too. Considering Tidal Assault was a promo
I'd be
in Japan.
impressed if they did, but you know.
It's a possibility, considering.
Yeah, honestly, they have been reprinting stuff very slowly in sets. Like,
Which is fantastic.
only a handful, but
Something's better than nothing at least.
yeah, I feel like they could have picked some of their reprints better, but some of them weren't terrible. But yeah, overall,
It's gonna be
that's
it's gonna be an
gonna be
interesting
an
set.
interesting, yeah, just to see what they actually hand out to these clans, especially since Shadow Paladins, only Shadow Paladins so far haven't gotten the keyword, right?
Believe
Well,
so.
at least from the sets or the cards in that set, definitely. Yeah, because Narukami, Aquaforce, yeah, they're the
Yeah,
only.
pretty sure.
So we'll finally get to figure out what that is.
Never gives them keyword.
That's fine with me, man. We're too cool for keywords. We don't need that.
The Eye of
No,
the
but
Night.
yeah, there's that. They kind of just dropped the announcements from there. There's a bunch of question marks as far as the announcement goes, as far as I remember or heard of, and it just skips all the way to March 2017, where they have the idol booster that was announced way back, like for April Fools, which was the like Rummy Labyrinth, Grand Blue Pale Moon, idol booster thing. So
Yeah, so we're actually
um,
getting that in March.
yeah, they didn't announce too much about it, but
I hope English gets it on
that'd
April 1st.
Oh,
be
that'd be great.
hilarious.
Can you imagine trying to advertise for that? Just like, get your IO booster on April 1st.
No one just shows up to the card shops and everything. No one goes. They don't believe it.
Yeah, no one buys it either because they think it's just a joke.
Wait, I'm curious. Hold on, I'm checking this now. What day does April 1st fall on next year?
If it's a Friday, I swear to God.
April. One day off.
Oh, damn.
April 1st is on Saturday.
Aw, dang. There went my
That's
hopes
fine.
and dreams.
It's fine. It'd be great if it releases on the 31st, and then we. It'd be great if our locals held like a tournament for that. That'd be fantastic.
That would be pretty great.
It's April Fool's tournament or something.
No one shows up, everyone thinks it's a joke. So what do you think is going to be supported in for Pale Moons? Probably more Harry
I
stuff,
haven't
or
even thought. Well,
I
definitely
mean,
Harry.
obviously Harry, but
I mean,
yeah,
obviously we're getting the two main
G
G.
decks. But
I'm hoping. I don't know. Silverthorn's nice, but I think Beast Tamers need to support more.
yeah, no, yeah, definitely. Especially if they can help support the Legion specifically, because that'd be really nice.
Oh.
Because I mean, it definitely has like cool stuff. Because it already has a decent-ish interesting deck that I haven't really seen in practice, but in theory sounded pretty interesting since it was pretty much the new Angel Feather. Not probably as effective, but similar in concept of just power buff during your opponent's turn.
yeah,
deck
they
cycling.
probably do need support considering you said Beast Tamer and I had to think about what we were talking about. Beast Tamer, I don't. Oh yeah, that's right. That was a thing. I remember
Not a
that.
very big thing.
No.
Yeah, they like barely got enough to even make their own deck, and even then that was a very hybrid-ish deck, just because they had Beast Tamer in its name.
I think literally the only memory of Beast Tamers that I have right now is playing against it for a Jelly Bean challenge.
Oh yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that specifically.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You guys are. I wasn't there for that, I think, but
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He wishes he wasn't there for that.
dude, what are jelly beans? I never heard of those things before in my life.
Which is go back in time and just unstop himself or stop himself from doing that.
I don't know what you plan on doing, but stop. No, but
I mean, Other than that, maybe like they'll give him a couple silver thorns, like one or two, I imagine, since it is basically a set. So
I mean, they're
then,
probably gonna get like a reprint of Lukier if that's the case.
I'm thinking. I mean, it's very wishful thinking, but assuming there's those people who are like, oh, we should give Lugia a break ride treatment. I can imagine that being the set
Oh, yeah,
because
the retrain.
Maelstrom got it in the clan booster.
Oh
So
yeah.
like I have a feeling that could be a thing maybe since Grand Blue doesn't have a card that would warrant being a break ride. Other than
Yeah.
Cocytus, but I mean realistically I don't think
God, can you
it
imagine?
needs to be one.
Can you imagine if Lukier gets a break ride and they didn't reprint her? How much she would probably probably not jump up like tremendously as she was before, but definitely jump up from what she is now. Considering I'm pretty sure she's like 30 or something.
Yeah, she's about there.
I was gonna double check, make sure, but since I remember her not being like 70 back when at the tip of her price.
I think her peak was about 45 for the triple.
Was it?
rare. Or was it 60? I don't know. It definitely wasn't 70s though.
Okay.
I distinctly remember 45 frequently. I don't know if it ever went higher than that though.
Oh man, she is dropping down. She is at currently $23, $22, $25.
That is pretty solid.
Yeah.
I mean, if I didn't have like if we didn't have a million Lukias in our group, it would be a pretty decent thing to pick up. But we
Yeah.
have like what, almost 3 playsets of that card, or 2 or 3 playsets
Yeah.
of that card.
Yeah.
I mean, we could be cool and pick up the SP Lukiers.
Yeah, you can do that. I'm good. That's
you can
do
only
that.
like $1 million. It's just fine.
Man, TCG player, I'm seeing my workplace selling it for 80 already. Boom, got it. 2 of them, easy.
Okay.
But yeah, so for people listening, it might be depending. If you want to believe really hard, you might maybe want to pick up Lukier, possibly. That's my advice. I don't take it.
Or if you want to
If-
believe, you just wait for the retrain
If
and
it
into a break
does-
ride. Because, I mean, quite frankly, if it gets a break ride treatment, depending on how good it is, it might actually be better. But that's if
I mean, it would make
any
it an
of this
11k
happens.
base in general, though, which is better than its 10k base.
yeah.
That's true.
Although you can do some cool Madu plays, I guess, but I don't think you Madu play that often.
Not really. If anything, you'd want the Madu plays so you could add the regular Lukier back to your hand so you can stick her into Soul from your rear guard, but you can't really do that, or that'd be pointless in that situation anyway, so eh.
Also, I know it's kind of on the spot, but I just realized, kind of going back to GBT09, so Cryomantis is definitely going to be in the set, no questions asked, but, do you think they're going to get, what kind of support, maybe, that they might be getting? Because, recently they revealed, or not recently, but in GBT08, if not mistaken, they got a crit trigger.
They did,
You know.
which is really
Yep.
cool.
Yeah,
Which is
which is
interesting.
fantastic.
I'm
So,
not 100% sure if I'd run it, but it's an option. which
it is
always
definitely an
cool.
option. It's like the Perfect Guard that they got, the
Yeah.
the Cryomancer Perfect Guard. It's
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
an option if your clan didn't have a free common Perfect Guard, which I believe now is only a really small handful of clans.
And on a budget, I mean, that's fantastic because you can literally have a perfect guard for every deck if you need to.
Which still does things if you
Yeah.
needed to ditch it for
Yep.
for G-Assist. So it's fantastic. But any ideas on what GBT09 could bring to the table for Cryomancer?
Well, let's look at game mechanics for a second. Let me see if I can pull something up for that in Vanguard, because they seem to like picking some sort of mechanic and supporting it or
Yeah.
buffing it. Like they just had the Mega Blast, Cray Elemental. They've done ones for Legion. They've done things for Limit Break, Ultimate Break.
They did things for Lock as well.
Ooh. Okay, so the first thing I saw on this is Persona Blast.
Oh, maybe.
I
That
feel
would
like that'd
be.
be a little bit powerful depending on how they costed this and worded the skill and stuff like that. But doing something or Persona Blast, like being able to have more than the X amount of copies or something like that, or something, would be interesting.
That really would,
Um,
honestly.
let's see, Brake Ride, Cross Ride. The Brake Ride, maybe. I don't know. That seems iffy because I don't know what they do with that, honestly. But no,
That'd probably be like the that's definitely a possibility,
no,
but I
it's gonna
just
make
kind
a
of feel
great
like the.
elemental Brake Ride,
Oh my god.
so that every clan can actually have a Brake Ride.
Oh, so we'll have our first grade 3 Grand Muscle then.
Maybe. I'm honestly waiting for it to happen. It's.
We'll
I feel
build
like
that
it's
Cray
bound to
Elemental
happen
deck.
eventually.
It'll be the real
It'd be
metas.
real, dude.
Oh my god.
I'd do it. It's like Buddy Fight all over again. Make that
Generic world.
generic world.
It'll be the
Hmm.
Tekken for against every deck.
We'll just play Thing Saver, Tot deck, with all the Cray Elementals. Sounds good.
I'm just waiting. One of these days, they're gonna list Cray Elemental as one of the clans in a set.
Oh my
And we're all
god.
gonna think it's just like, oh yeah, it's just the random support that they normally give, and then you're gonna find out it's literally its own slot in that booster. Gotta get like a ride chain or something like that, and you're just gonna be
Oh
like, whoa,
my
wait,
god.
whoa. Okay. I mean, I guess.
Just imagine they actually do this, and like someone from the future or whatever is just like looking at past videos and just goes like, "Oh yeah, that's funny." They
Hey,
thought that it wouldn't happen.
let's see.
We know better now. It happened. I don't know. Yeah, Persona, like, imagine the break ride thing being like a really kind of common sort of a incremental, and then probably the Persona being a realistic thing. Probably not in the next in GBTO 9, but possibly down the future or down the road.
Okay, I'm reading more like card mechanic stuff. What would be interesting, just because it would make the more gimmick, not actual like official tournament wise kind of like stuff interesting, but would be pretty neat. Like I just looked, or the next thing that popped up was Lord.
Mm.
So if there's something that could remove that from cards, that would be kind of interesting to
Oh,
see,
that
just
would
because
be
Well,
there'd be
how-
so much more.
How useful would that be, though, considering that we're in a clan sort of a.
Well, I mean that's why it wouldn't be f- useful or relevant in a actual like competitive like official tournament type of thing, but would be really cool if when in those moments or in those tournaments where we do like extreme fight and stuff like that, where we can take off Lord from some of the old units, and then suddenly the deck or these old cards that couldn't really work with these fancy things is now viable to be played with other stuff. Like, I'm not saying it would be helpful in most situations for tournaments, like officially,
Yeah.
but it'd be kind of cool just to see it happen. So the extreme fight would be a little more varied, maybe, and it wouldn't be the same like kind of basic, just Diablo slash Link Joker slash control retire decks that kind of just do things, or whatever other ridiculous like OP combos that are already existing.
Well, to be fair, it'd actually be extremely interesting if they actually ever directly supported Extreme Fight.
That would be also kind of interesting.
Considering,
Yes.
it'd be kind of like Magic's legacy and all their different formats as well.
It'd be nice. Like as much as I think it will, or as much as I think it would be really over, like unbalanced in some senses, it would still be cool to do it, just to see what happens.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of a topic for a different video, but then that's when
Yeah.
you get into the banning, actually being active with your ban list, and maybe a rod attacks as well, which would
Yeah.
not be good, but it'd be definitely a fix it. So.
Um. Okay, not enough units that honestly have restraint to make that worth it. I
I was
guess I
thinking
can make
maybe something with like bind, or like like the banish delete stuff, or Narukami's binding stuff.
Yeah,
Possibly. I
I
mean,
don't know.
the only thing about that though is that if you it probably specify when it's outside of the main game, so then it works with vanish delete, I guess, or whatever wording that they have that actually would work with that. Whatever wording it has, it could possibly also work with time leap as well, which depending on what the cards actually do, like return to hand, return to drop, or whatever XYZ sort of stuff, it could actually be maybe possibly useful for that deck, and like which would probably might be a unintended side effect of that, I guess.
And the only reason I feel like that's a little iffy is just because if you do time leap effectively, you shouldn't really be letting your unit sit in limbo like that. Although I guess I'm honestly not that knowledgeable in time leap, so I don't know if there's more plays you could do that are more ballsy, I guess, that you wouldn't normally want to do because it'll leave your units in limbo like that, but you can make even more plays off of it.
Yeah, so I mean, that's a possibility as well. Interacting with the
Well, I
out
mean,
of
there's a
game
guy who
sort of zones.
plays Gear Chronicles right here, so actually, input.
Well, I mean, like, at least as of right now, there's nothing really cool you can do with leaving it in limbo except for making use of it through bind time and stuff like that. Like the Fang deck
Oh,
is the only
yeah.
deck that can really utilize stuff, but even then, it's only the specific rear guards that get a benefit. I mean, at least for bind time though, you do get more board control if you just leave stuff sitting there. So I guess there's that. But otherwise, it doesn't do much.
Alright, so yeah. It would be kind of interesting though, just to see more of those cards. Especially since Narukami is getting more support, so how fast they can maybe ramp their binds and stuff like that on their opponent could very well become a problem in the future.
Yeah, so I still have my money on grade 3 Crayon Metal. Possibly in this next, or in GBT09 though.
That'd be interesting. I'm just praying
It would
for
be.
Narukami supporting that set.
And hopefully it doesn't like get shafted like terribly.
Yeah.
Since it has been a while since they've actually gotten support. Was that GBT02, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not as bad as
Or-
some other clans like OTT or something, but it's fine.
Oh wait, actually no, they got their voltage stuff, didn't they?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is pretty solid. It's a lot better than OTT's support.
that's like literally everything at this point, I feel like. I mean, I could go on days about why I think OTT got shafted insanely hard, and no one would oppose why, but there's just so many things they did wrong for that clan. Oh lord. But yeah, like Prayer Elementals are always interesting, honestly. Especially if they decide for whatever reason to make some sort of like side deck implementation or something.
Which probably won't happen, but it would still be
Probably
very
won't.
interesting.
It's still debatable whether it's good or not, but I mean, that's kind of what they're there for, besides teching them in depending on how well you know your meta and how stable it is. But yeah, that's also a thing. We just kind of wanted to throw this news out there since it just happened literally for us at
What it is, it's just the extra discussion with,
and the discussion, but
because it's already, I mean, we already beat
Yeah.
into the punch a long time ago for just
Oh,
bringing
yeah.
it as news, but I would like to actually, we were here to talk about it and stuff.
so yeah, that should be most of the stuff. As far as I can tell, that's everything we know so far, at least about Vanguard.
Just
So,
for what's there, but
and yeah,
I mean, there's always to talk about what you should probably keep your eyes on, like the Narukami cards that could potentially be getting support, or just things in general.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, especially if you're building Narukami, they're like wanting
They're so
to build
cheap right
Narukami.
now.
Yeah, like the G Guard Perfect Guard, probably pick those up because I don't know how much they are now, but they're definitely gonna go spiking up in price.
G Perfects, yeah, they're quite expensive.
Like for sure, those are probably the cards that you can definitely count on spiking, if not a lot, then at least a little. Considering pretty much every deck pretty much needs that. Or it's not like 100% necessary, I guess, but you know, it's good or something.
It is quite good, especially because if you are gonna play Vanquisher, which is the main supported, I guess, unit in that
Unblast
clan,
is a thing.
then countercharging, important, very important.
Unless they decide to reprint the unflipping Perfect Guards for whatever reason for the first time in forever.
Well, I mean, in all likelihood, they're just probably gonna get a Thunder Strike or Perfect Guard.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, probably.
there's that. I don't know what it does, but I don't know. I
Interesting.
honestly can't say whether or not it'd be better or not.
I mean, unless they gave you some magical binding, I don't think
It probably would, honestly, but
to run over.
yeah.
So just in case, I'm just looking at it right now. Ideal808.com is selling it for $13.50. So, and that's at the moment. That's not. It's like before hype price and all that sort of stuff. So it could be closer to 20, 25 if anything, since it is out of print. I don't know, possibly, but yeah, you know. Besides those cards, probably I would suggest waiting on Commander Devos because it's very likely he's going to get reprinted.
I believe too.
But probably get into Lambros, especially since he's like almost half the price as he was back in his peak. So he's definitely in his low dipping point at the moment.
And also spikes if you're interested in
Oh,
playing
yeah.
those.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. You know,
Um,
any of the Perfect Guards, honestly.
But yeah, the Rising Novas and stuff like that, the Miracle Aces,
If
things
I'm not
like
mistaken,
I don't
those
know
are pretty
how
cheap.
good is.
that.
I mean, not the cards, but like, you know how Tech Booster
Price.
got the reprint? Like, how
Yeah,
well did that reprint even go?
I don't actually know, honestly. Like, I haven't checked, so I can't say.
I think there's still boxes available.
Yeah, there should be. It's on sale at the moment, I believe, on the store.
Oh yeah, so it should be about 20 or 30 or so dollars, give or take.
Yeah,
So the boxes are still there.
Oh, okay. Also, looking it up now, let's see, Rising Nova and Miracle Ace.
Yeah, so at the moment, Technical Booster 1 is $32, $33 to get all together.
So yeah, Rising Nova is like $10, and Miracle, like at the moment, I believe they're pretty cheap actually, overall to build as far as a new Spike Brothers goes. So consider, yeah, Miracle Ace is like $6.90, and what was the other one? Oh darn, I cannot remember for the life of me the GR's name, but I'm pretty sure that's not
Living
too
Proof is
expensive
going to be
either.
watching this and he's going to be so disappointed in you.
Hey man, I don't play football.
You mean soccer?
Confirmed. No man, I don't play
Sports.
soccer, football.
Oh, football, soccer, gotcha. But yeah,
But,
anyway, so it might be good advice, you know, any of the clans that got announced in
that you
GP209,
might be interested in.
yeah, now is
Now's
probably
a
going to be the...
pretty good time.
Even if you can't pick up everything, start picking and choosing what you can pick up, and you know, maybe save yourself the trouble at a later date.
Yeah, since a lot of the stuff is probably going to start spiking up, if it hasn't already at the time of this video.
Token Rambo included, since they have such a very small pool of cards, unless they reprint some stuff, chances are you're gonna need to need cards from the old set. So if you want whatever it is, you probably want to start picking those up as well.
For now, they're quite cheap.
Yeah, it's not too bad, so it's worth considering. especially some of those tripwires and stuff like the strides and all that, because they're not bad. And we've got
Yeah.
16 card G zones now, so you know
The G
you
zones.
can have all the options. And I think that should be everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really. I think we covered most of the stuff.
The important things to do
Yeah.
or take note of. Computer, why do you hate me? Why do you just not want to charge?
But yeah. So with that being said, hope you like this video, and if you guys want to, you know, support us or let us know that you guys are enjoying these videos and stuff, make sure to like the video, or you know, if you think we could have done stuff better, let us know in the comments, or if you liked things we did, let us know as well. Also, if you guys have suggestions on what we can talk about, because we like to do these little random talks and stuff, but we don't always have an idea, just let us know what you guys want us to talk about, and we can talk about it then. Anything else that I missed?
Nope, that should be everything.
Alright,
I mean,
well,
hopefully you guys are looking forward to the next set, because I know we are.
oh yeah.
The next set. Psh.
I mean, the next sets that they've announced in
Okay,
this.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
like, the next set is Bermuda. I mean,
I'm
like,
looking
someone
forward
has
to
play
that set,
Bermuda,
but-
like,
I wasn't planning on building it, but now I am anyway. But should probably end the video.
Yeah. See you guys in the next video.
See you guys
Later.
later.
shh. Who said I was ending the video there? I'm gonna awkwardly sit here and finish this card first.
Oh,
Alright.
We
okay.
hit the critical trigger. Alright, we're gonna win this turn. Let's go. Okay, maybe not. Only hit one trigger, but only has 3 cards in hand, so pretty sure we still got this.
Get better, Scrub.
Hey man, I'm playing Grand Blue, pre Night Rose and all that good stuff.
Get better, Scrub.
Oh, he has 0 cards in hand. Let's go. As long as he doesn't hit the miracle heal. Alright, we did it.
Alright, so we're good then.
No, he could heal.
Oh,
Oh, we're good. Now
Okay.
we're
Alright. Jesus. Anyway, I'm gonna go so I can actually eat dinner.
Alright,
Haven't eaten dinner today. Alright, see ya.